Morning, guys. If for whatever reason you weren't here yesterday or you need a quick review, I'm going to show you guys how I did all of these type sampler exercises. So I'm going to get started right away and kind of fly through this. Number one is I can type on a circle and flip it. I'm going to hold down Shift, Alt, and my ellipse tool. I'm going to draw a circle, no fill. I'm going to go over to the text tool. I'm going to choose Type on a Path tool. And I'm just going to type. I can type on a circle. Okay. I can highlight it, double click on it, and I'm going to go back here. It's being a little tricky. And I can choose whatever font I want. There we go. And then I can also rotate it. And I can make it bigger if I want to, and then just keep rotating. Okay. To be able to do this down here, all I'm going to do is I could just draw a circle again and do the same thing. But since I already have font on my circle, I'm going to make this a little easier. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it. Okay. And what I'm going to do is go up to type on a path, and go to type on path options. I'm going to click on preview, and all I'm going to do is flip that font. Okay. And then because it's the same size, it's not so cute. And then my spacing and like where I center it and everything like that, that's how I can do that on the other one too. I can put on the outside. I can put it wherever. And then I can just double click on it, select it, and cool. All right. And there we have it. And that's how I can write on that circle, and I can change the color. I can do whatever I want. This shape is really ugly, but I still think it's beautiful. This is two shapes combined. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to just draw two shapes. One, again, I don't want any fill. I'm just going to copy this one and paste it again. I keep pasting over there. I'm going to rubber band select both of these. I'm going to go to my Pathfinder because it's not open. I need my Pathfinder window, Pathfinder. And I'm going to unite those two shapes. Now I have one shape, and now anything with the blue line is a path. Here it is. Type on a path tool. Okay. Again, I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller. If I can't see everything, it's probably too big. I can flip it. I can do whatever I did over here. I can change the color. I can change the font. I can put a stroke on it. Maybe not, but you guys get it. All right, that's that one. This one is typing with the pen tool. We'll just create in a line. I'm going to click once. Then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click again and hold my left button on my mouse down. Okay. Then I'm going to click again and hold my mouse button down again. All right. I got a nice little line there. I don't want any fill. I just want a nice path. Okay, and once again, I can rubber band, find it. There it is. I don't want all of that though. Okay, there's my text tool and say, yippee, woo. Okay, same thing. I can make it bigger, smaller, whatever. All right, and then mesh is really neat. I'm going to just take the regular type tool. I'm going to move this one off over here. I'm going to just type mesh, 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 mesh. Okay. I'm going to select it. I got to create the outlines. I'm going to hold down Shift and resize. I'm going to Object, Envelope, Distort, Make with Mesh. It's going to ask me how many rows and columns. I usually just 2 and 4 is fine. I'm going up here to my Direct Selection tool, and I can click on those anchors, and I can make it look like it's fitting inside of something or whatever it is I need it to do. Maybe it just needs to get kind of like something's going on there. Okay, and I can go in here and I can mess with those too. All right, so that's the mesh tool. And then we've got leading and tracking. Tracking is how far apart letters are. Okay, right now when I select this and I go up to the character panel, okay, my tracking, this is my type, this is my font, this is font style, this is my size. Kernings's good, but we're not going to worry about it. Here's my leading, which is my space between my paragraphs, so single or double spaced. and then my tracking is here. I'm going to put it at 0. That's how the font would have been. I want it spread out, so I can go to 100. I could type in 500 or 555 if I wanted to, if I needed to spread out. Or I can do the complete opposite and go negative 55, and it kind of brings it back. Okay, what if we do negative 100? Okay, so sometimes you need things to be squished, sometimes you need them to be not squished. All right, that's tracking. Tracking is the space in between. Letting is the space. They say leading, I say letting because of olden times. And that's okay if that's spelled wrong. I'm going to select them, character panel. Here's my letting right now. It says 36. If I want to spread it out a little bit, I can go there and spread it out. Here it is. Okay, so this is more for like sentences, maybe. All right, don't do that. Don't undo that scale. All right, I mean, without hitting shift. The cool thing is I can go in here and I can change just this line. So if I want to spread it out and change the letting, I can do that there. And then strike through and under strike through is honestly, it's right here, character, undo and through. Okay, if you need a colored line, you're going to have to draw it with the actual line segment tool. And this I just cut apart, created objects and cut my font apart. That's it. And there you have it. That is this type sampler in a nutshell.